Remember, Joshua is giving out highlighters. Okay. If you have your own, that is fine. If you borrowed one, let's make sure I get that back at the end of class. The first read, okay, I'm going to read it all the way through one time. Then we're going to work on the answers, okay?
Yeah.
This paper, we're on the side with the reading passage, and this paper says Civil War, the two sides. I am going to be working with you today on context clues to answer your questions. Slater, please be careful on that. Okay. This says Civil War, the two sides. For most states, choosing a side in the Civil War was easy. However, the border states of Delaware, Maryland, Kentucky, and Missouri were divided on the issue. We are going to come back to that because border states is bolded print. Families here had ties in both the North and South. Slavery was legal here, but most did not own slaves. These states were extremely important to the Union due to their locations next to major rivers. Maryland was especially important due to its close location to Richmond, Virginia, the Confederate capital. Additionally, Washington, D.C. was located within its borders. Abraham Lincoln was successful in keeping these states in the Union, but many border state residents did support the Confederacy. The Civil War was more than simply a war between states. This war put brother against brother and neighbor against neighbor. Even Abraham Lincoln's wife, Mary Todd Lincoln, had many relatives in the Confederacy. Soldiers on both sides had many reasons for enlisting in the war, including motivation of patriotism and loyalty to their causes. Others served simply because they didn't want to be called a coward. Mostly people served because they wanted to experience the excitement of war. Most men were very young and hardly adults, some even younger than 14, leave his arm on them, who ran away from home or lied about their age in order to serve. During the early stages of this war, the Confederate States refused to give weapons to slaves and allow them to serve. The North also didn't allow free people to enlist for fear that the white troops would not accept the African American troops. However, that changed later in the war. Each side expected an easy victory. The North knew they had more supplies and resources, but the South had a greater fighting spirit and thought the North would tire out. Both sides were wrong, and the war lasted 4 years. Soldiers came from every area of the nation, although most came from farms. The Confederate soldiers were called rebels, and the Union soldiers were called Yankees. The life of a soldier was not easy, and they suffered terrible hardships. In letters home, soldiers described what they saw and how they felt, which ranged from boredom, discomfort, sickness, fear, and horror. Most of the time, soldiers lived in camps. Camp life sometimes had happy moments of songs, stories, letters from home, and baseball games. However, camp life mainly became a long period of time between battles for drills, bad food, and rain. Although most soldiers spent a lot of their time in camp, the reality of war was never far away. New rifles used during the Civil War were more accurate, or they were more on target, than muskets from earlier wars. This caused a high number of casualties and injuries. The terrible reality caused many soldiers to desert, and then it says, comma, or run away, be careful, out of fear, hunger, or sickness. Let's look at number 1, then we're going to come back to some context clues. Okay. Number 1, guys, we are going to read it, and then we are going to look for context clues. Okay, number 1, the color will be in black font. Why were border states so important to the Union? I want you to go back to the front. Go to paragraph 1. Find that bolded word, border states. 2 words there, they are in dark ink. Border states, okay?
Weird.
Second sentence at the very top of your reading passage. All right? Yes, Claire.
They were near major rivers.
They were near rivers. We're going to write that down. Number 1. Border. Can you help him, Matthew? Border states. He's asking, where is it? Border states were near rivers. Why would the Union Army want to be near a river? It is water, but there's something that they were using during the war to call things.
Transportation.
Transportation was ships. They were ships.
And I said major rivers.
It said major rivers? Okay. Yep.
Someone
Major rivers, thank you, Clarity. Major rivers. And, okay, that's gonna be, okay. Now, let's make sure that we get that down. Chance, are you writing?
I don't know where it is.
Okay. We are, I tell you what, to make this easy for you, I just want you to follow the questions. Where's the pencil that I gave you? Look, this is the second time in 2 days. We have to download. Alright. Now, number 2. Why did men join the war? So, well, while that's a good thought, let's see what it says in the passage. Okay. Okay, you're going to look in the second paragraph in the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth sentence in the second paragraph. We're gonna bold. Soldiers on both sides had many reasons for enlisting in the war. They said they had motivation of patriotism and loyalty to their causes.
Oh, and
Yes, ma'am.
Some wanted to experience the excitement of war.
They wanted to experience the excitement. Okay, I'll write that in one moment. Motivation, patriotism.
Oh my God, it's it says that some young kids joined the war.
The 14-year-olds, yes.
Yeah, because
Yep,
they-
excitement.
And some didn't want to join because they didn't want to be called a coward.
Yep, Johnny Reb, he was a famous soldier on the Confederacy side, and there were a lot of songs and poems and things written about him, but Johnny Reb was, I think, 13 or 14 when he enlisted, and he told an untruth to get in there, but Johnny Reb was very, very young, and he experienced a lot, but that's what he wanted. He wanted that excitement of that. All right, so we have the answer to number 2. Why didn't men join the war? 3. Now this is going to take some concentration. Number 3 says, why did both sides expect an easy win? Here's what I have noticed in looking at some of your all's history papers. Chance it up. Some of you all take it seriously, and some of y'all will write things like if it said, why did both sides expect an easy win? Students will go back and write easy win. That does not answer the question. The question is why. So we're going to look for why. If you look at the bottom of the second paragraph, it says on the third sentence up, each side expected an easy victory. The North knew they had more supplies and resources, but the South knew they had a greater fighting spirit and thought the North would tire out. Here's what we're going to do to abbreviate this. North. We are going to write the word North, and we're going to make a colon mark there. And they had more supplies and resources. More supplies. And then we're going to do a slash, resources. Okay. And underneath of that, we're going to write South, strong spirit, and what did they say? They thought the North would tire out, okay? I'm going to write wear them out. Now, in the terms of, speaking of context clues, that one was easy. You just looked for the words that were in the question and you went down and there was the answer. Yes, Joshua? What's that? Just write in and then just do a little mark there and just write supplies, resources. Here, like here. You can shorten this. Watch how I shorten this, okay? Supplies, resources. And then I'm going to write South, and I'm going to write fighting spirit. Okay? Now, Number 4. This says, what were the Confederate soldiers called? And I am looking. Okay? Where do you all see it? Somebody tell me what paragraph.
Last one.
The last one, okay?
Second sentence.
Second sentence down. So she looked through there, she saw it. Last paragraph, second sentence down, it says, the Confederate soldiers were called rebels, and the Union soldiers were called Yankees. So your answer for number 4, write it right off of your paper. 4 Confederate soldiers, rebels. And then we're going to quickly answer number 5. What's it say there? Renee, what's number 5? What were the Union soldiers called? Start to the left. Yeah. Yes, let me get you a pass. I have to open the pass system. Meanwhile, everybody else, while I'm opening up the pass, I want you looking, where did soldiers spend most of their time during the war? Question 6. Where did soldiers spend most of their time during the war? It's in there, they give a whole description about it.
I finished my paper.
You did? Okay, alright, I'll be right there. Let me see right here. Alright, give it a minute. Now who asked? Renee? Okay. It's slow, so just give me a second. If I can get you in there, I'm going to send you to the 8th grade girls' cabin. If I can't, it's going to the 7th grade.
I think he knows.
Why do you sit on the chair like that?
Let me see if I can get you in there. Yes, 8th grade girls' bathroom, right at the hall. Okay. Now, number 6, who has the answer for me? Guess later. Camp. They were at camp. Okay. All right. Somebody be looking at number 7. Let's look at number 7. They were at camp. Number 7. Why did many men run away? Yes, Claire.
Fear, hunger, and/or sickness.
Okay, let's see where we found it. Okay, this is at the hold on. No, this is at the second to last and the last sentence. This terrible reality caused many soldiers to desert or run away. Now, I want you to look at that word desert, okay? So, that is not desert, okay? That is the word desert, as in you deserted your post, you deserted the army, okay? And you know what it means, because when you see something like this, it has the word, and then it has a comma, and another word, okay? They have given you the context clue, all right? They said, or run away, all right? You have studied context clues since maybe even 2nd grade, but I know you studied them in 3rd. So that was where you figured out what they were asking. Why did many men run away? Okay, I'm looking for the word run away, and then she found it in the passage. The answer is fear, hunger, and sickness. Fear, hunger, and sickness. If you returned home and you did not return because of injury, you were often shunned, you were often shamed by your neighborhood or your family or your people. It means they would embarrass you, they would leave you alone, they would not talk to you because you were a war deserter. Okay? Alright.
What's wrong with you now? I want to die.
Okay, here's what I need. I need everybody to make absolutely sure that that your names are on, at the least, on the side where those questions are, okay? If they're on the front, that's okay too. I just want to know that they're on here. Thank you. Okay.
If you die.
Hold on to that one. Why did you not write any? They're already getting one because they asked for it. Now write those down. Write your answer. Thank you so much for highlighting that. Yep, and then we're gonna work on that second one until time for you guys to go outside. Thank you so much.
Wait, we're working on this one.
Yes, we're gonna work on the next set. If you did not bring it, I have it. We are gonna need our textbook. Okay. Who did not bring down a paper that looks like this? I know I have them all. Okay, so that's what we gave out these. Okay. Okay, this is what we had in there today. Okay. Have you got one that looks like that? Thank you. Because I knew you had it done, girl. Okay, wait 1 second. We're trying to figure something out.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what he handed you, right?
I don't know. I just found this on the floor every day.
Oh, okay then. Alright, we're gonna be right here looking at these words.
It's just a little bit like
You have
he's a little
Okay, okay, alright. Tonya, do you have one of these, honey? Okay. Now, you had one. I saw you with one. Okay. You need to continue writing, okay? Thank you.
What does it mean?
I'm gonna go ahead. Yes, Joshua. Thank you.
It's ready to be loud.
I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of that board, and Chance, if I have to, I'll get you caught up tomorrow. All right. Take a picture of it. We have just a little while before I have to take you guys back, and so I can't take a picture of that until the very end. So what we're going to do is look at this and see what we can get to. Okay. I'm going to try to move this in a little bit.
You good?
We used to be able to push these up.
You used to, yeah, let me try. I'm trying to go.
Let me see.
I'm trying to write it, but I can't.
You're trying to write this? Yeah, I've got to actually bring this in a little bit.
Stop acting up. It thinks we're going to get out of my face.
Okay, let's be nice. Remember, we're in school. There it is. Okay, we'll get this up there later so I can take a picture of it, Chance. Okay, so probably tomorrow, we are gonna go over these words and we're gonna figure out where these things go, but here's what we are looking at. We are looking at the term slave labor. We're looking at a line that says the economy relied on human resources. We're looking at child labor, farms, plantations, conflicts and disagreements that led to the Civil War, few factories, more agricultural, so that was in the South, large warehouses, many factories, more industries, women laborers, sit down before you fall, and unable to agree on the issue of slavery. What's going to happen is tomorrow, we are going to place those words in the correct place on this Venn diagram. Sit down, buddy, on this Venn diagram, okay? So, we'll worry about putting them in the right place tomorrow. An example of that would be that the South had more agriculture, the North had more industry. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to come around, and I'm going to get these, okay, these packets. So let me come around and get them. In the meantime, look around, make sure that you have all of your possessions. Because in just a few moments, we're going to be leaving to go up there and let you guys get ready to go out for your outside time.
She's not.
Yes, but ask them, did they get it from me or was it theirs? Because everyone did not. That's fine. All right, then I'm gonna take this and handle back up tomorrow. Make sure you have all your things. So, if you borrow the highlighter, put the highlighter back. Then then if you deny, tell him it's yours. Joshua, I'm gonna have you carry books.
Mrs. Walker,
Alright.
I really walked through the